Welcome to Accelerate My Practice. So glad you could join us here today. We've been talking a whole lot about systems and what to do and how to do it. And today what I want to focus on or talk about is kind of the competitive environment and things around us and what can we do about those things? Because all the time I have lots and lots of people. It's amazing. Every town I go to, every dentist I meet, their first statement they make to me is there's more dentists in this town than anywhere else. And it's really kind of funny because I hear that everywhere I go. So I'm trying to understand how every town can have more dentists than anybody else. And it's a little mind-blowing to me. So I want to talk a bit about that and how we can handle some of this. So I want to start off with this video that's kind of funny. It's these people playing like kind of basketball-ish, if you will. And the trick is to count, and there'll be instructions in this, to count the number of times that you see the people in white pass the ball. At least I think that's what the instructions are, but I'm pretty sure you'll get the point. It's an interesting awareness test. So do me a favor, we'll watch this. It's about 1 minute long, and then we'll come on back. It's a powerful video about awareness, right? And too often the challenge in business is we're paying attention to the wrong things. And the best illustration of that I was thinking about drawing, but since I'm not sure how to draw it, I won't, is Stephen Covey talks about the circle of concern versus the circle of influence. Your circle of concern is what's going on in the economy, because one of the other biggest things I hear from doctors is the economy's terrible, insurance is terrible. And what's interesting about the macro, the global economy, is you can't do anything about it. So why would you focus on that with which you have no ability to influence versus focusing on your area of influence? What can you do something about? And to me, that's what that video illustrates. Is so many people are so caught up on, I got to get the right number, I got to be the person who gets it right, that they don't see the dancing bear walk right through, waving, moonwalking, doing all kinds of crazy things. And it's interesting to me. And it's a fabulous, fabulous metaphor to me about paying attention to the right things. So that's what I want to talk about today is what things can we pay attention to? What things can we control? What do we have the ability to do something with that is powerful? What can you do that's a great benefit to the patient? And I'll give you a couple examples because when people are coming to me with, hey, I need new patients, and Darren, can you help me market? The first question I always ask is, what makes you different? What makes you stand out? And I had someone once that was like, I'm a family general dentist. I'm like, well, that's fine, but what makes you different? And I got a blank stare. I said, let me give you an example, because oftentimes when I ask that question, everyone assumes that I'm going to talk about technology or who knows what, Botox and having a spa, and I'm not necessarily talking about that. It could be something as very, very simple as we are the dental practice that always runs on time. So if you're a busy business person who is very limited on time, we won't waste your time. Because think about, what she said. Put yourself in the end user, the customers or your patient's shoes. I think it was this video, it could have been a different one. Anyway, put yourself in their shoes and what's important to them. We all are really, really limited on time. So if we're so focused on time, what can we do to make it a better experience for our clients? Let's not have them wait. How many of us ourselves go to our MD's practice and we sit there and we wait and we wait and we wait and we're like, I got things to do. And it says I can't have my phone on and I can't be in here talking on the phone. It's interesting to me to look at that. So I hope what you take away from this is to focus on the right things, the things that you can control. The economy and how many dentists are in the neighborhood does you no good. What you can control is how do you treat your patients? How do you treat your team? How can you be an effective communicator? How can you make dentistry affordable and accessible? How can you differentiate yourself so the patients see massive value in what you do? And maybe it's as simple as, I don't make my patients wait. I get them in, I get them out. I'm very time conscious with their time. And I think if you just think of simple things like that, you'll see massive success. I hope you've enjoyed my show here today. I hope there's something you're taking away from this that's useful. If you've got thoughts on it, I'd love to hear them. Please send them over to me. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you 8 o'clock next week, 8 a.m. Mountain, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Until then, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks. Have a great day. What if you could have the practice of your dreams? What's holding you back? Imagine a life where you have everything you ever wanted.